Okay, I presume you all know how to plot points on a Cartesian plane and how to read off points. I trust in that. Eh, I really trust in that. Okay, does everybody in class know what the x-intercept is and the y-intercept? Do you remember what that is? The x and y-intercept. How about Lily hanging? So we have that bad start already. Ria, you remember what the x and y-intercept is?
Is it where a line passes through the x-axis
Yeah,
for the
and
x-intercept and the
yes.
y-intercept? Yeah.
There
Okay.
you have it. So you need to know what the x-intercept is and the y-intercept. Now, I have a question. Um, Ria, would you be able to read off this point for me? If I ask you to read off that point, would you be able to?
Yeah.
What would that point be?
So the one where it's on the 7,
Yeah, right here.
um, -7, 0.
Right. So the -7 corresponds to what value? The x or the y value?
The x.
Right. So if I wanted to reach this point, wouldn't I have to go 7 units to the left?
Yeah.
Right. So the x value corresponds to the horizontal movement. The y value corresponds to vertical movement. So, Ria, when we reach this point, did we move up or down?
No.
We stayed over there, so the y value is 0. So, in summary, at the x-intercept, what is the y value always?
0.
Right. Perseus, at the y-intercept, what is the x value?
The x, the y-intercept, repeat, sir?
At the y-intercept, what is the x value?
0, sir.
Great. So, Perseus, if I ask you to read off this point for me, that is on the y-axis, right?
That'll be 0, 5.
0,5. Excellent. So this is what you need to know. X-intercept, a point that lies on the x-axis, y is equal to 0. For the y-intercept is a point on the y-axis, x is equal to 0. And we should know these things because we did lines. So I'm going to move on. Next thing, we're just going to do a quick overview of lines. So there are 3 types of lines you need to be acquainted with. A vertical line, a horizontal line, and a diagonal line. And tell you what I deal with plenty diagonal lines before? Yeah or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Ria, did you see plenty diagonal lines before?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What's the general form of a line, remind me?
Y equals mx plus c.
Great. What's the formula for gradient by chance? Do you remember?
Oh God. M equals to y1.
No. No.
X
Not y1.
x1 minus x2.
No.
X1?
No, 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 no.
No.
M
I had it, you know.
is the change in y. If you want to find a change, it's going to be the
Right.
minus
The
initial.
the final answer before the right.
Right. And then what's going to go in the bottom?
X2 minus x1.
Please don't forget that. Please don't. Right.
I really have to do more of that specifically because I always forget that formula.
Well, I'm going to send back the lines worksheet. Try to do as much questions as you could from that and all the answers there as well. So, Ria, you
Okay.
had to lock in. You had to lock in.
I shall.
Right. So, vertical lines. If a line is vertical, it's going to have an equation in the form x is equal to something. If a line is horizontal, it's going to have an equation That's in the form y is equal to something. And if you have a diagonal line, it's going to be in the form y is equal to mx plus c. So you all could copy this down really, really fast. Like really, really fast. Right, so as soon as you have that copy down, let me know. A sketch is fine. Okay. As soon as you have that copy down, let me know, right?
Finish. Sir.
Okay, good. What about the rest of you guys?
Yes, sir, finish.
Okay, good. So let's look at an example of what I'm talking about. So let me just clear these pre-existing lines and we will look at some from scratch. Okay, so Sienna, I want you to help me here, right? I just drew a line. Is that line vertical or horizontal?
It's vertical.
Right, and it's passing through what? What value?
2 on the y-axis.
2 on the y-axis. Take a look at that carefully.
No, x-axis.
Right. So Sienna, if it's passing through 2 on the x-axis, wouldn't I call it x is equal to 2? Some of that makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Nice. Perseus, if I were to draw this line over here, tell me, Perseus, is that a horizontal line or a vertical line?
Vertical lines,
Perseus, what is it passing through?
the x-axis
At what value?
at -6.
So what would be the equation for that line?
It will be x equals -6.
Great. All right. Trick question now. Speed round. So, Perseus, you see this line here? This line that on top of the y-axis? What do you think the equation for that will be? So first things first, Perseus, is that a vertical or horizontal line?
It's a vertical line.
Since it's a vertical line, we know that it will take the form of what is equal to. Like, what form will it take? Perseus?
A form of the
So check it out here. If a line is vertical, it's going to take the form of x is equal to something. X is equal to something. We just need to figure out what this one will be equal to. So think about it, Perseus. What do you think this will be equal? Like, what do you think is passing through?
Let's just pass into the the x-axis and the y.
Well, it's on top of the y-axis, but what
Uh,
value is it passing through on the x-axis?
0,
Yes. So you say x is equal to?
0.
Yes. That's it. Are we
Wow.
okay with vertical lines? Let me know, guys. I don't like
Yes, sir.
all it being so, all that talking. What is this about? Right? Okay. I have a question then. What if I were to draw this line? Precise, think you could give me the equation for that line? Precise?
Yes, and the Wi-Fi give me some trouble.
Yeah, you think you could give me the equation for that line? The one in red.
Mm,
First of all, Precise, what is that passing through?
passing to the y-axis. The y-axis
At what value?
at 1.
So what do you think the equation for that would be?
Actually, thinking of y equals mx plus c.
No, y is equal to 1.
But I got fooled there. Wow. I think I was thinking of, okay, I have to remember this equation.
It is nothing to remember, you know. Watch. Look at this, Perseus. We know that this is the y-axis, right? This is the y-axis. We know that. And that line, okay, I'm gonna draw a line, right? I'm gonna draw a line. So I just drew a line, Perseus. What is that line passing through?
Oh, I thought it's 2.
2
So
on
that
the
means it equals 2.
exactly. Y is equal to 2. That's it.
Oh, I thought it was like the equations we learned from before.
That would be for diagonal lines. These are strictly vertical and horizontal lines,
Okay, so
right? Anytime you have a line like that, or like that, or like that, anything with a slope, you use y is equal to mx plus c. Yeah. All right. Perseus, trick question. If I were to draw this line over here that's on top of the x-axis, what do you think the equation for that line is going to be?
it will be y equals 0.
Yes. Sienna, are we okay with this?
Yes, sir.
All right. Ria, are you okay with this?
That's all.
Yeah, Sahara, Selma, Sahara, what's going on? You okay with that?
Yes, I'm good.
Okay, who am I leaving out? I must be leaving out somebody. Jira, good evening. Good evening, Jira. Let me know if you're hearing me.
Yes, I am. Good evening.
Good evening. Did you see how we came up with the equations for these lines? Selma,
Kind of.
kind of. Okay, so Jira, we said that vertical lines, the equation would be x is equal to something, and horizontal lines, the equation would be y is equal to something. So for instance, Jira, if I were to draw this vertical line, what is the vertical line passing through there?
-3 on
On
the
what?
x-axis.
All right, so you're just going to say x is equal to -3. That's it. What if I said, what if I drew it on top of the y-axis? You realize it's passing through 0 on the x-axis. So that would be x is equal to 0. Make sense?
Yes, it does.
And for the horizontal lines, it's the same procedure. Because, Jira, what is that line passing through?
-2 on the
That's it.
y-axis.
That's it. Real straightforward, right? Some of you okay with that?
Yes.
Okay, nice. All right, look away for a moment, guys. I'm going to give you all a question. All right. I'm timing you all strictly here, right? I'm timing you all 5 minutes for the most, and we're going to move on immediately. 5 minutes. Try this question for me and send it to me. Okay, are we getting through, guys? You don't have to do anything fancy, yeah? Just do a sketch, right? And send it to me. Nothing too fancy. So you're going to draw the line, and then you're going to put the associated equation right next to the line. All right, Briseis, are you getting through?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, good.
It just ever since this update happened, the app is just feeling slow.
I know, right? Like, I don't know what they're doing at the good notes. I don't know what they're doing over there. I have no
And
idea
it's
what they're
and
doing.
I can wait.
Whatever they're doing is not it. They're not cooking. Okay, Ria, let me check your answer. All right, so you have y is equal to 3, correct? So you have x is, wait, Ria, where the equal sign? Where the equal sign? Ria?
I now see it as like as
Where
you mention it.
the jail?
My bad.
Um, yeah, everything is correct. Okay, great job as well, Serena. Serena, you're also fine. Perseus, let me see what you have here. Okay, Perseus, you are also good. Right. So 9 seconds. Sahara. All right. Let me see what you have here, Sienna. Y is equal to -1. Y is okay, Sienna, you're good as well. Right? So Sahara, you there?
Yeah, almost done. I have one more to do.
All right. But I'm gonna start correcting, right? Because 5 minutes. They give you 5 minutes. So Sahara, the first line, is it going to be a vertical or a horizontal line? Y is equal to -1.
A horizontal.
Right. It's gonna be right here. Yeah, agree?
Yes,
Okay, what about y is equal to 3? Vertical or horizontal?
horizontal.
Right. What about the other one?
Vertical.
Passing through what value?
0.
Okay, so for y is equal to 0, you're saying this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, nice. But that wouldn't be vertical as horizontal though. You said vertical.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Right? Y is equal to 0. Or what the other one? X is equal to 2.
Vertical. I mean.
Right? X is equal to 2 would be vertical. And the last one.
vertical,
And it would be on top of what axis?
the x-axis,
No.
y.
Yes. Because Sahara, check this, right? If this is x is equal to 2, right? This is x is equal to 2, you agree? Because it's passing through 2 on the x-axis, right?
Mm-hmm.
First slide it. What would that be?
X equal to 1,
First slide it again.
y equals to 0,
No, x is equal to 0.
x is equal to 0.
Watch this, right? What was that? What would that be?
X equals -1.
Right. And that is at 0. So
Mm-hmm.
what that one is? Tell me
X
again. X is equal to?
0.
Yes. Okay, great. Let's move on. So you will need to be able to draw a diagonal line. And we would have looked at this. So Perseus, all diagonal lines, they have a slope. And the general form of that is y is equal to mx plus c. These notes real old, but I really don't like this color, this green boy. This green, it look, I don't like it. Something about this green just making me feel weird. Fix that quickly. All right, so I'm going to erase everything RIP, and we're going to attack it from fresh. Okay, can you all remind me how much points I would need to draw a line? Could you all remind me?
2.
2 points. Now, truth be told, you could use any 2 points. But what 2 points in particular did we look at? I'll start you off. The y-intercept and the
X-intercept.
yes. So these are the 2 points we're going to use. The x and the y-intercept. But truth be told, you could put other points into the equation, other x values, and you'll get different points. I'll show you in a minute. But let's just stick with x and y for now. So, Sienna, what do you want to find for first, the x-intercept or the y-intercept?
The X.
Sure, not a problem, right? X-intercept. What do we know about the x-intercept, Sienna? What do we know about the x-intercept? If a line passes the x-intercept, then that point would be on the x-axis. If a point is on the x-axis, what is the y value?
The Y value is on the Y-axis.
Okay, I'll show you that again, right? Watch this, Sienna. If I'm on the x-axis, could you read off that point for me? Read off that point for me.
That's 1.
1, 1.
0.
Right? Okay, what about this one? Some of this one.
3, 0.
What is the y value for all of those points?
0.
Exactly, because you're on the x-axis. So for the x-intercept, we know that the y value is
0.
great. What do you think I'm going to do with that information? What am I missing to formulate a point?
We're missing the X.
Yes. So if I know that y is 0, how could I find for x?
You could substitute.
Exactly. Tell me what to write in the next line.
Y 0 is equal to 2x plus 1.
Right? And what are we trying to find for here?
We're trying to find for the X.
Right, what do you want to do next?
You're going to search the 1 to make it the subject, and it'll be 1. Well, no, you would search the 2x or the 1.
Follow the next time, and I'll tell you if you're correct.
You would switch the 0 with the 1? No, with the 2.
All right, you're saying a lot of things. Let me go through it in steps, right? So there's a couple ways you could do this here now. This is the first method. It's looking a bit complicated here. Aren't you accustomed with the unknown being on the left-hand side?
Yeah.
So what you are allowed to do is you're allowed to switch the left-hand side with the right-hand side. Do that for me and tell me what I would write. If I switch both sides, what would I write?
It will be 2x plus 1 is equal to 0.
Is this looking like something you're familiar with now?
Yeah.
What to do next?
You would carry over the 1 to the other side.
Yeah,
It will be 0 minus, it will be 2x is equal to 0 minus 1.
right, which is just minus 1. What next?
Be 2x over 2,
Right,
and then 1 over 2.
and we're gonna end up with x to be equal to,
Minus 1 over 2.
yep. All right, that being said, do we have our x-intercept point?
Yeah, minus 1 over 2.
Minus 1 over 2, comma what?
0.
Great. No, that's not the only way you could have done the algebra. Perseus, I believe you do your algebra a bit differently. Perseus,
Yes, sir.
how would you work this out? How would you find the x here?
So I think I would have done it the same way.
Okay. Well, another way you could do it, you could take that plus 1 and you can move it across here. So you end up with negative 1 equals to 2x. Then you could divide both sides by 2. Right? You'd end up with negative 1 over 2 is equal to x. And then at the last minute, you just switch it. So x will be equal to negative a half. It's another way you could have done it.
I'll stick with the first working, sir.
All right. Let's move on to the y-intercept now. So Perseus, I'd like you to help me with the y-intercept. Now, Perseus, if you have the, actually I should show you the full working. I'm gonna show you in a shortcut. I'll show you the full working. Perseus, at the y-intercept, what do we know? Also, I'll erase this because I feel like I don't want it to have too much things. I feel like if you all are studying and you see a bunch of different ways, you might get confused. So I'm just going to erase that and put this alone. Right? Perseus, what do we know at the y-intercept? At the x-intercept, y is 0. What we know about the y-intercept?
Repeat, sir. Sorry, I was looking.
All right, so Perseus, at the x-intercept, we know that y is equal to 0. But what do we know about the y-intercept?
That x is equal to 0.
Right. What am I going to do with that information?
You're going to
It was going good enough. And then you stopped talking.
plug it into the equation.
Yes. Anywhere I see x, what am I going to write? Anyway, you see x, what should you write? Okay, Perseus, just write 0 because you said x is equal to 0. So you'll end up with y is equal to 2 by 0 plus 1. What is 2 by 0?
0,
What's 0 plus 1?
1,
All right, so what's the point?
1.
What is our point? Remember, our point is made up of our x and our y value. So what's the x value?
So the x value is negative a half.
No, the
And the
x
y
value is 0.
1. Oh, 0. Oh,
And the
sorry,
y,
so I was not the next working of how you find the x. So I just, okay, that was my bad.
that's for the x-intercept. This is the y-intercept. right? Guys, I really need a little. I do a whole worksheet on lines. I can't be having like I really need to do that. By now, I should have this unlocked.
It's just my eyes.
Right? That being said, now we could plot our points. So Perseus, let's put minus a half comma 0 first. Tell me Perseus, where would I put that? Would this be along the x-axis or would that be along the y-axis?
The x-axis.
Yes. So minus a half would be right here, correct? Would be right here,
Yes, sir.
right? So this point would be minus a half comma 0. Sienna, let's put on the other point. So 0 comma 1. 0 comma 1 is going to go where? Tell me, Sienna.
On the y-axis.
Right. It's going to go on the y-axis, 0 comma 1. So Sienna, tell me, if you had a ruler, could you line up the ruler and draw a line now?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. Great. So all you're going to do now is just going to line up a ruler and draw the line. That's it. So this would be a line. That's that. Are you all okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I think you'll need to copy this down. Copy it down. Draw in a diagonal line. Now there's other ways to draw a line, right? But this is the most standard approach. You find the x-intercept and the y-intercept. So Perseus, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Perseus, tell me, how much points do we need to draw a line?
2.
And what 2 points do we typically find?
X and Y.
The x-intercept and the y-intercept. So tell me, Perseus, how would you find for the x-intercept?
Y equals mx plus c.
No. All right, Perseus, what do we know about the x-intercept? What do we know at the x-intercept? All right, so Perseus, this is the work in here. This is the work in here. At the x-intercept, y is always equal to 0. So you would take that and you would plug it into the equation and you'd find for x. And then you would put down the x and the y. That's to find the x-intercept. Right? So at the x-intercept, y is always 0. So you'd plug that into the equation and you would find for x. If you want to find the y-intercept, at the y-intercept, x is always 0. X is always 0. So you're going to plug that into the equation and you're going to find for y. That's the procedure. All right. Guys, can we move on now? Let me know if you all are okay to move on now.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's do another question. All right, so Perseus, you're going to get it right, and you're not gonna forget this. I'm looking at you, you're not gonna forget this. Trust me. You need to understand this. So Perseus, we want to draw the equation. I mean, we want to plot the line for y is equal to 2x plus 2. That's what we want to do. Tell me, Perseus, what 2 points am I going to find to draw a line? What 2 points am I going to find?
The y-intercept and the x-intercept.
Right? What do we know about the y-intercept?
The x-intercept is 0.
Know that the x value is 0,
The x value is 0, my bad.
right? What we're going to do with that knowledge now. So we know x is equal to 0. How does that help us?
We're going to plug it into the equation.
Right? So you'll say y is equal to,
Y equal to 2 open bracket 0 close bracket plus 2
right? What's 2 by 0?
0
0 plus 2 is?
2.
Right. So, tell me, what's the point?
The point is 0, comma 2.
Nice. Okay, what's the next point we should probably find for?
The x-intercept, which is
Yeah, the x,
y of 0.
right, because at the x-intercept, y is equal to 0. What am I going to do with that information?
Plug it into the equation.
And if I do that, what would I end up with?
0 equals 2x plus 2.
What do you want to do next?
So we're going to move over that 2 across to 0. Okay, we'll put 2x plus 2 equals 0.
Mhm.
Then move across the 2x, which will be minus 2.
Okay, why do you want to move across to 2x?
I mean, not 2x, I mean 2, my bad.
Oh, because if we cannot find x, we would want to leave x on the left-hand side,
Yeah, and that was my bad.
right? So I'll move across the 2, right? So I'll end up with 2x is equal to,
2x equals to 2,
now, when you move across something, what happens?
negative 2.
Right. So we have 2 times x. I want to find for 1x. What would I have to do on both sides?
You have to cancel off 2x.
No, I have to cancel off 2, not 2x.
Well, both of them, sir?
So what I have to do to cancel off the 2?
2x over 2x. And
No,
x negative
not over 2x. If you put 2x over here, you're not going to find for x. You're going to make your life really, really bad because now x is going to be in the denominator. No,
There will be
it'll be over,
negative over 2.
yeah, negative 2 over 2. So you'll divide both sides by 2. Gonna cancel all those 2's, right? And x will be equal to what?
Negative 1.
Negative 1. Right. So what would the point be?
Negative 1, 0.
Right. Now we could go across and plot these points. So 0, 2 would be over here. What was it? 0, 2 would be over here, right? So you
Yes,
have
sir.
to understand that.
Yes, sir.
And minus 1, 0, that would be on the x-axis. So that would be over here. So Perseus, do we have 2 points now for which we could take our ruler line up and draw a line?
Yes, sir.
All right. So in real life, you would take your ruler, you'd line it up like this, and you would draw a line. That's the gist of it. Oh, and I believe I forgot to label this one. So every time you draw a line, what you are supposed to do is you are supposed to put the equation of that said line. So this equation was y is equal to 2x plus 1. So don't forget to do that. After you draw a line, put on the equation for that line. This would be y is equal to 2x plus 2. All right. So I think you all have it by now, and you all are ready for a question. So let me give you all a question. I would like you all to come up with 2 points for this line and do a sketch. I'm giving you all 5 minutes for the most, and then we're going to correct. Ria, you getting through? Ria, let me know if you're there. And hearing from Ria, Sahara, let me know if you getting through.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right,
Again, Drew.
all right, Sahara, you getting through? Sahara.
Oh, yes, I am.
All right, so Sahara, do you know how to find the 2 points that you would use to sketch the graph? Sahara.
Yes, again. Sure. I know how to find the point.
Okay, good. Okay, Serena, let me check your wicket. Okay, so Serena, that's perfect, right? That's perfect. Good job.
Thank you.
Right, so Serena, did you check out the video for the completing the square?
Yeah, I did.
Did it make sense? Ah, what if you like tying up? All right. Well, in class tomorrow, if you have any questions, you go let me know. But I would like to go over it to make sure you fully understand it.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. All right, so the time is just about up, right? Ria, let's attack this. Actually, no, Sahara, let's attack this question together, right? So, what are the two main points we just find for? Salma.
X-intercept and Y-intercept.
Right. At the x-intercept, what do we know?
That Y is equal to 0.
Question, do you know why that is? Do you know why at the x-intercept we
Because
just say y is 0?
no.
No? Okay, check this, right? So, Sahara, a point is made up of an x value and a y value, right? The x
Mhm.
value corresponds to a horizontal movement, so you can move either left or right. And the y value corresponds to a vertical movement. You can move either up or down. So, Sahara, if you're not moving up or down, did you move vertically?
No.
Let me ask that one more time. So, Sahara, let's just say we have a point here. We have a point here, right? That point is on what axis? What
Axis.
the x-axis, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Tell me, Sahara, if we're starting from 0, how exactly will you reach this point?
By moving to the right.
Moving to the right, how much spaces?
4 spaces to the right.
4 spaces to the right. And after you move 4 spaces to the right, are you doing anything else?
You're moving 2 more spaces to the right.
This 6 shouldn't be over here. Okay. Yeah. So, Sahara, if I want to reach this point, the only thing I'm doing is I'm moving 4 to the right, correct?
Yes, sir.
So after you reach this point, are you moving up or down?
No.
So what do you think the y value is?
No, it'll be
So
0.
it'll be 0 because, Sahara, the y value corresponds to our up or down movement. So let me show you something, right? Let's just say we had this point over here. Let me just fix this graph. Give me a quick second. Okay, great. So, Sahara, imagine that we had a point over here, right? How would we reach that point? And you would have to move 4 to the right, and then what next?
2 spaces down.
Right. So then that point would be 4 spaces to the right, so 4, and 2 down. Is 2 down positive or negative?
Negative.
Right. So that's how we come up with coordinates, right? But if you are on the x-axis, after you reach that point, are you moving up or down?
No.
No. So you're moving 0 spaces up or down. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that is why we just say for the x-intercept, the y value is 0, because you're quite literally on the x-axis. And Sahara, if you're on the x-axis, remind me, where's the equation for this line again?
Y equals mx plus c.
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
Oh, y equals 0.
Yes. So put it together now. So, Sahara, any point that is on the x-axis would have a y value of?
0.
Yes. Yeah, you can see it. You can see what I'm talking about now.
Yes.
Every single one will be y is equal to 0. This is a really neat way to look at it. So now you know why at the x-intercept, the y value is 0. You think you could understand why x is equal to 0 for the y-intercept?
Yes, sir.
Yeah or no?
Yes, sir.
Well, let's see. Let's try to understand that. So, Sarah, let's just say we had a point over here. Tell me, how would I reach that point?
By moving 5 spaces up.
Okay, did I do anything else?
No.
No. So remember, a coordinate is made up of an x value and a y value. The x is a horizontal movement, left or right. The y value is a vertical movement, up or down. And it always starts off with an x value. So Sahara, did we move left or right?
No, sir.
No. So we move how much spaces to the left or to the right?
0.
0. However, we did move 5 up. So the point would be what?
5.
No. You had to tell me the x value first.
0.
0, comma.
5.
Right. And again, tell me, what is the equation of this line?
X equals 0.
Right. So any point that is on this line would have an x value of
0.
yes. You understand it now, right?
Yes, sir.
I don't like when students they just say yeah because is like what correct. I like it to understand why you're doing what you're doing, you know. I don't just wait it to be I said you jump off a building, you jump off a building. Now you should understand how it works.
Yes.
Right? So x-intercept, y is equal to 0. So what next, Sahara?
You're right. Oh, wait. You're right. Y is equal to 8.
I listening. I
Y
listen.
is equal to 8. And you put 0 in brackets
Ah,
minus 4.
but hold up, Sahara. Hold up. If we didn't with the x-intercept, right, Sahara, we know that the y value is 0, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So if y is equal to 0, are you going to replace x with 0? Does that make sense?
No.
Think about it. If we say in y is 0, then we know what y is, right? What we know y is.
0.
And so in this equation, how I could write it then? If I know what y is, how can I write that?
0 equals 8x minus 4.
Right. I want you to think about what you're doing and see if it makes sense. And that's 8x minus 4. I want you to look at it and see if it's making sense. If it's not making sense, don't continue. Whatever I do, it had to make sense. Sahara, what's the next step?
You move everything on the left to the right. So you're moving this 0 to the right.
Sure. Tell me what the next time would look like.
8x minus 4 equals 0.
Okay, this is a familiar form. What would you do next?
You move the negative 4 to the
Right.
right, and it will become positive. So it's 4, so 8x.
Right, so 8x is equal to?
Positive 4.
Right. Did you ever wonder why? Yeah, did you ever wonder why? You ever wonder why the sign has changed when you move it across? Do you know why?
No, sir.
No? All right, so let me show you something, right, Sahara? If we want to find for x, should the minus 4 be here?
No.
No. Think about this, right? X. If we want to find for x, isn't x a variable? Because we don't know where x is, right? X could be anything. It's a variable, right? X is a variable. What do you think minus 4 is? Is minus 4 a variable or is it a constant?
Is that constant?
Is a constant, right? It's a constant. Constant shouldn't be on the left-hand side. So we need to move that across. So think to yourself, Sahara, what would I need to do with minus 4 to eliminate it, what could I add or a minus or multiply or divide to get rid of -4? What's the opposite of -4?
Positive 4.
Okay, so if I add 4 on both sides, what's gonna happen here? What's gonna happen with the -4 and the +4?
We're going to cancel and give you 0.
Right. And on this side, that's why I get +4.
Mm-hmm.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
So that is why anytime you move across something, the arithmetic changes, because to get rid of things, you need to do the opposite operation. So if you were taking away 4, you would need to add 4 on both sides to get rid of the -4. And so that's why when you quote unquote move it across, it turns to +4. Tell me if you're okay with that.
Yeah.
All right. And what about this one? We want to find for 1x, right? We want to find for 1x. Right now we have 8x. So what are we going to do next?
We're going to divide 8x by x and 4.
We're going to divide both sides by?
8.
Right.
Mhm.
So 8 into 8 is 1, so we get 1x, right? And if I do something on one side, I need to do it on the other side. So yeah, now with x to be equal to what? What's 4 over 8? What does that simplify to?
Over 8.
Sahara, you could do this. Think about it like this, right? 4 is what of 8? 4 is what of 8? 4 is our what of 8?
What's our what of 8?
Yeah, try to finish my sentence. 4 is a of 8.
A multiple, a factor.
Well, 4 is a factor of 8. But that's not what I'm going for. Isn't 4 a half of 8?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, so this just simplifies to a half. And if you wanted to do the long way, watch. 4 could go into 4 one time, and 4 could go into 8 2 times, or a half. But if you look at it, 4 is a half of 8. So x is just equal to a half. Tell me if you understand that.
Yes, sir.
So what would the point be?
0.
Now,
Actually, 1.
x first,
half.
then y.
1 over 2, comma 0.
Right. Okay. So, Sahara, I not realize, yeah, you was real quiet a good couple classes. I didn't know that you didn't know why we was doing these things. You had to tell me, You had to tell me. Because I will say you good. I didn't know that you didn't know why we doing all of this stuff. Is it that you like was feeling shy, or like you didn't want to quote unquote pull back the class or something?
I know. Yeah.
Tell me if you're confused. Don't worry. Don't worry. If you want me to clarify something, don't be scared to, ask me.
Okay.
All right. The next point. How am I gonna find the next point?
You say y. Oh, wait. The y-intercept.
Right. And the y-intercept is where the line would cut the what axis?
The x-axis.
The y-axis, right? And if you're on the y-axis, did you move left or right?
Then you move up or down.
Exactly. So we know what we know about the x value,
Is 0.
right? Because it didn't move left or right. Move 0 spaces left or right. Great. So if we know x is equal to 0, what can we replace? What can we replace over here?
X.
Yeah, we can replace x with what?
0.
Right. So Toma, what's your right in next line?
Y equals 8. Open bracket 0. Minus 4.
Right. What is 8 by 0?
0, so negative.
-4. Nice. So tell me the point then.
0, comma negative 4.
Nice. That being said, you'll then plot the graph, and the graph should look like this. So Sahara, do you feel a lot more confident now? you're still sounding a bit shaky though. I know just like you don't say it with confidence. Like it's like I wonder if I'm wrong, boy.
Yes, I understand. I just
Okay, good. So this would be over here, a half comma 0. I'll be on the x-axis, and 0 comma minus 4. That would be on the y-axis. Then you just connect the points and you draw a line. Right. So Proceus, I see you delete what you sent. I guess I was wrong.
Yes, so what happened? I got the Y part right, but the X part I was getting probably what I did the division wrong. That is the only part I did wrong.
You should have still sent me working though. So like
I have
I
the picture still and I'll send it to you.
don't be ashamed of the working that was wrong. Right? I need to see it. I need to see the mistakes I'm making so I can correct them. Right?
Because I don't like I hate fractions.
I think you should change your perspective on it because I'm holding you back. If you say you hate it, then you will never fully overcome it.
So it's best to say I like it and then I'll overcome it. See how to do that.
All right, so Perseus, I'm gonna show you where you did wrong, right? So Perseus, all you do in here, you literally just swap in the left-hand side and the right-hand side. That's all you do. You change the sign. You change -4 to +4. What you looking? You turn
I kept
-4 to
going back and back and back and back, and none of the right working actually saved. Because when I was doing the graph, right, it just keep erasing.
it just keep erasing.
Yeah, that is why I don't like this new update, because as I make like, all right, I changed the plus to the takeaway sign and I move it across to get the +4. But now looking back at it, yeah.
Wait, I think you need to just stick with one method and just go right through. So, Perseus, when you are swapping the left-hand side and your right-hand side, nothing changes. You're just swapping them. You're just changing left-hand side.
That's that and you see the arrow on top? Like when you're clearing off the mistake.
What do you mean?
So it's right on top on your
This?
yes, so the undo. When I was clicking that to fix the graph, that is what happened, because I had that at first, right? And when I looked over, I saw it was the minus sign. And I changed it over, but I clicked the undo so much that I didn't see that it changed.
Well, just be more careful. Or use actual paper. I would recommend using actual paper, to be honest. I find like when I doing work, I just never use the iPad. I would teach on the iPad, but I would not revise on the iPad. I would actually write on paper. And then I would, to recall, I would write on the iPad. I would recommend writing on paper. And I don't mean this a song any kind of way, but I notice sometimes you'd make some quote unquote excuses or like I don't know. It sound like you're saying stuff rather than just saying it wrong. That make any sense. And I'm not saying this to bash you or anything. I just saying is like you're saying that you originally had 8x minus 4, but that plus sign looking like it was always a plus sign. It don't look like it was a -4.
What I'm saying, sir, is that before, right? When I look back at the screen, because I did say that my eye was hurting, man, because at first it looked like a plus. That is what happened, and I made a mistake and put a plus sign instead of the minus sign.
Okay. So you thought that the negative sign was a plus sign.
Yes, sir. And that is why I was to change it over because I erased it to change it. And when I was doing over the graph, plus my calculation was wrong as I realized what I did when you show the right thing here. But yeah.
All I could say is try to be a little more careful, right? I'm going to give Ole one more question on this, and then we are going to introduce inequalities. Right? So I'm going to give you all a question. So let's go. Right? And Sahara, I expecting great things from you, right? And Perseus, I'm gonna zoom in very, very close. That's a negative there, and that's a plus. So Perseus, please take your time. Take your time. I know you can do it. Just please take your time. You could do it. Believe in you.
In my eyes, please.
All right. I realized I didn't start the timer. Shucks. Let me just 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Right, start. Yeah, guys, best of luck. Sahara, I expecting great things, right?
Yeah.
Right. And Sahara, I want to hear a little more gusto. I want to hear like a little more confidence. Yeah, to say like, as a boss. You know, this is lightweight. You know, you gotta like fake it till you make it, you know? You gotta manifest the mathematical success. Also, if I sound like I don't have as much patience as I usually do, it's because like I will going through it as well with my exams. And like my patience really kind of it not as high as it usually is, right? Because I stress as well. But I'm trying to be patient, and I believe you all could do it, right? Just please take your time when you do any questions. All right, Sienna, are you having any problems at all with this?
No, sir.
No? Okay. Okay, Serena, let me check out what you have there. Okay, so you got the correct x-intercept. Great job. And as for the y-intercept, you are correct. Yeah, and the graph looks right as well. Excellent job. Okay, so the time is up. Sahara, did you get through?
Yes, I understand it.
All right. How much time you think you need again?
Also, I understand it.
Oh, okay, good, good. Uh, um, Ria, Ria, uh, if I tell you the mistake you make, you're going to slap yourself on the forehead.
Okay, tell me, I don't hear it.
All right. Is 0, comma, positive 16? I see you put negative 16 there.
No.
And
Oh!
you see what you do?
You know what I do? When I was writing from -1 to 16 coming down, I stopped writing the negatives and I just watched it and it was positive and I was like, yes, that's
No, no, no,
oh,
no,
damn it.
no.
Okay, I'll fix it.
All right. Sienna, excellent job. Sahara, let me see what you have here. Okay, so Sahara, we have some work to do, right? We definitely have some work to do, but that's fine. All right, so Sahara, what you want to do first? The y-intercept or the x-intercept?
The x-intercept.
Okay, let's do the x-intercept. So what do we know about the x-intercept?
That what can I say?
Think about it,
Right.
Sahara. If you're on the x-axis, how are you moving?
From left to right.
Mm-hmm. Is there any vertical movement?
Y 0.
Exactly, y is 0. Right? Because you're on the x-axis, you're just moving left or right. Y is equal to 0. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. You could just check what I sent you
Okay, let me check.
just to make sure it's correct this time, please.
You just scratch it. Yeah, that's correct. That's what it's supposed to look like.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Yeah. So, Sahara, if we know y is 0, then we're going to plug 0 anywhere we see y. So I'll write 0 is equal to negative 8x plus 16. So, Sahara, I believe you would have done this.
So negative 8x.
Right? So I believe you'd have do this, right? Yeah. Because I see you have 0 is equal to minus 8x plus 16. That's correct. So we okay up to this point, right?
Yep.
Okay. What's the next step you want to do?
Move the 16 across. Oh, okay, we can say. Move the 16 across to become negative 6.
Okay. You want to do this? No, that is fine, eh? But I feel like what confusing students is seeing a bunch of different approaches. I feel like that's what confusing. I'll show you all the different ways to do the thing. And I feel like y'all getting confused by the different ways to do it. So I feel like from now I'll just stick to one specific way. So Sahara, you see you see how x is on the right-hand side?
Yes, sir.
Let's switch it around. If we switch it around, tell me what should write the next line.
Negative 8x.
Say it a little louder with confidence,
Negative x plus 16 equals 0.
right? What shouldn't be on the left-hand side?
E16.
Right. So now I see you move across the 16 and you still leave it as positive. Let me show you a different way to think about it, right, Sahara? So Sahara, we agree that the 16 shouldn't be there, right?
Mm-hmm.
What would I need to do with 16 to get rid of it? What's the opposite of plus 16?
Minus 16.
So I would need to take away 16 on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So what would the next line be? It'd be minus 8x.
Minus 8x over negative 8. Oh, equals 6. Negative 16.
Right. So do you prefer this method as opposed to like moving it across?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So to get rid of plus 16, it means you had a minus 16 on both sides. So it would cancel off here and it would give you minus 16 on your right-hand side. There's another way to think about it. Right. So you're going to end up with minus 8x is equal to minus 16. So Sahara, we have minus 8 being multiplied by x. What's the opposite? Like think about it, Sahara. If you want to get rid of minus 8, right now minus 8 is being multiplied by something. What's the opposite of multiplying by minus 8?
Divided by minus.
Yeah. So you'll divide both sides by minus 8. So x would be equal to what?
2.
Yeah, x is equal to positive 2 because a negative divided by a negative is a plus. You feeling okay with it now?
Yes, I know.
Say that again?
I realized the mistake.
Yeah, because if you see how you move across the 16, that's supposed to be the minus 16. And the reason for that is because to get rid of positive 16, you had to subtract 16 on both sides. So that was a mistake. That was a mistake, right? All right. Let's move on to the y-intercept. I believe you did that correct. At the y-intercept, what do we know?
X is equal to 0.
All right, we know that x is equal to 0. We know that. So I'll write y is equal to minus 8 by 0 plus 16. What is minus 8 by 0?
0, so that
So we'll just end up with 16, correct? So tell me, let's finalize. Let's write the points for both now. The point for the x-intercept would be what?
2, 16.
Now we point for the y-intercept. Wait, you said 2, 16?
0,
It wouldn't be 2, 16, it'd be 2, 0. Unless I heard that
yeah,
wrong.
2, 0.
And
Yes,
what about the point for the y-intercept?
0, 16.
Nice. Right, so I'm just going to do a sketch here. I'm not going to do anything perfect. I'm just going to do a quick sketch. So this is y, this is x. All right. So Sahara, if we have 2, 0, 2, 0, that 2 is going to be on the x-axis or the y-axis.
The x-axis.
Right. So we could say that this is 2. We could say that this is 2, 0. And we could say that this is 2. And 0, 16. Would that be on the x-axis or on the y-axis?
The y-axis.
Right. Would that be over here? Ria, would it be over here in negative spot?
So why so?
Sahara, would it be in the negative spot?
No, sir.
It will be over here, right? So it will be 16. 0, 16. Right? And from here, you just need to connect these 2 points and you're set. And you'll put the label. Sahara, if you like, you want to do one more just to make sure you have it.
Yeah, because I keep making shipping mistakes.
Again, whatever you do, right, Sahara, big part of maths. Everything must make perfect sense. So, like, now you understand what the moving across means. So, like, now I trust that it wouldn't, when you move across things, you wouldn't write back the exact same thing, right? I trust that you would realize if I have plus 16 here, what would I need to do to get rid of it?
Minus 16.
Right. And if you do something there, you need to use on the other side. So I trust now that you have the reasoning. I trust that right now. So make the changes you need to, copy down the graph, and tell me when you're ready to move on. All right, Sienna, you having any problems with this, or this is real easy?
No, sir, that's good.
Okay, cool.
Yes, already.
Okay, nice. All right, so I have some homework here. Well, we do it in class, say no more. Right? So I given only 10 minutes. How lot of time? 10 minutes. I expecting great things in 10 minutes. Perseus, did you send me an answer?
Yeah, I am having problems with dividing the fractions. That's my biggest problem.
Elaborate.
I think it's when I think I know what I'm mixing up.
Because I think I see what you mean. Okay, so you had minus 16 over minus 8. And I see you put a half.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me try to understand what's going on there, Perseus. Let's see. Let's see, right? Let's see what happened in there. First of all, a negative divided by a negative is a
Positive, sir.
right. So you write plus 16 over 8. Perseus, do you think 16 is a half of 8?
No, sir.
Nah. Mm-mm.
I think it's because I keep mixing up the small numbers divided by the I think I know how to.
Okay, well, uh, regardless, I still want to go over division, right? Let me show you what has happened in division process. Division is asking how much of the denominator you need to make a numerator. So Perseus, how much 8s would it take to make 16?
2.
2. So the answer is 2. Yeah. Right? 2. Let me know if you understand that.
I understand it now, sir.
Okay, good. So if I had 27 over 9, what would that be?
3, sir.
Yeah, 3, because 9 could go into 27 3 times. Right?
But if you had 9 over 27 would be 1/3.
Yes, 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 indeed.
Okay, sir.
Because 9 would be a third of 27.
Okay, sir. And now see what I did wrong.
Nice. You could do it. I believe in all, you know. I believe in all, you know. We could do it. I was just had to like lucky and stop making these little mistakes. Again, after every line, if you look at it and it don't make sense, chances are you're probably doing something wrong. Right. So go. Perseus and Sahara. I expecting all you could do it. I expecting good things from all. Okay, Ria. Before I check your answer, you think it correct or you think it right?
So I think it's correct, but I should have drawn the graph maybe lower down in the page. But yeah, I think it's correct.
All right. I see
Yeah.
the looking for the y-intercept part.
So because we already have the y-intercept.
That's true, but some like if you look at question two, you'd realize that you don't have it
Well,
in form.
yeah, I guess we had to do it there. 'Cause I didn't do question two yet.
Like you say, right? Technically, you don't have to find it. You know where it is, but it's just
Mm-hmm.
practice to do it. It's just good practice to do it because
Okay.
what's gonna happen when you come across a equation that's not in the y is equal mx plus c form, right? But wait
Well,
it is
I'll end up where it is now because I think I might have a little trouble with number two.
so take your time. You could do it. One looking correct. Let me just verify it. So you end up with minus 10 over 9. Um, minus 10 over 9 is what? What is that as a decimal?
Um, I don't know.
Okay, think about it, right? How much times 9 could go into 10?
Once,
Right, so
one
minus 10 over 9
point.
would be 1 point something, right?
Uh,
So you had to draw back your graph because the x-intercept is wrong.
okay.
Okay, here what I was saying, right? X-intercept, you got minus 10 over 9, comma 0, correct?
Yeah.
I see you going on put I see you put minus, I see you put your point between minus 10 and minus 9. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
That's not correct because like I said, um, what does 10 over 9 mean? If you look at 10 over 9, what times 9 can go into 10?
Once,
What's the remainder?
one.
It's a 1 over 9. That would be like approximately 1.11111 something. So you think that would be in, I know it'll be negative.
N-
Right? You think that would be in between minus 10 and minus 9?
no.
No. So fix that, fix that.
Okay.
You guys getting through? Sahara, let me know if you're getting through. Sahara,
Yes, I understand.
you think you're getting through?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, Sienna, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, so Sienna, let's check your working, right?
I feel like I plot the X in the wrong spot because I had the decimal and I was like minus 1.1111. I just put a little bit off of the one exactly.
No, that's fine. That's fine because I estimate, right? That's catch. That looks correct. That looks correct. You're good, right? Don't forget. Okay, I see you put I see you label the equation. That's good. So you get full marks there, right? Sienna, try question 2 now.
Okay, sir.
Yes, how are things going on your end? Yes.
Oh, yeah, so I just sent it.
Okay, I'll check. Okay, Sahara, let's check out what you did, right? So x is equal to 0. Sahara, you there? Sahara,
No?
I see you make one little mistake. You're probably feeling frustrated, but don't worry. This is all part of the learning process. Eventually, you'll get it. Don't worry. First things first, Sahara. What is a positive divided by a negative?
A negative.
And what is a negative divided by a positive?
A positive.
No, a negative.
A negative.
Let me just write down the rules for you to remember. So, it's the same rules for multiplication. So, a negative divided by a negative is plus. Positive divided by a positive is a positive. Positive divided by a negative is a negative. A negative divided by a positive is a negative. Remember that, right? And that was the mistake you made in the question. So let's answer question 1, shall we? We have y is equal to 9x plus 10. Let's find the x-intercept first. Why not? What we know about the x-intercept?
That's y is equal to 0.
Yeah, we know y is equal to 0. So I'm going to do a substitution now. So anywhere I see y is equal to 0. So I'll say 0 is equal to 9x plus 10. Then I will switch around to get x on the left-hand side. So I'll write 9x plus 10 is equal to 0. And then I'll minus 10 on both sides, right? And I will do that to cancel off the 10.
Yes, sir.
So I'll end up with 9x is equal to minus 10. And I want to find for 1x. Right now I have 9 by x. All you need to do to get rid of multiply by 9.
Divide by 9.
Exactly. Now, I want you to pay close attention to the right-hand side. We have a negative divided by a,
Negative. A positive.
what's a negative divided by a positive?
A negative.
All right, so you end up with negative 10 over 9.
Mm,
So what's the point then?
0. Actually, negative 10 point. Oh, negative 10 over 9. Come out. 0.
Right, and we should know that negative 10 over 9 is approximately negative 1.11 reoccurring, right? We know that?
Yes.
Okay, good. Keep that in mind. Let's find for the y-intercept now. What we know about the y-intercept?
That y is equal to 0. That
No,
x is equal to 0.
right, because Sahara, if you're on the y-axis, how are you moving?
Up and down.
Are you moving side to side?
No, up and down.
That sound like that sound like our song. Up, down, to the side, to the side. And there's a song, up, down. You know what I'm talking about?
Listen. I
Up,
forgot
down.
song.
All right. So x is equal to 0. So anyway, you see x, you just can't put 0. So you'll say y is equal to 9 by 0 plus 10. And 9 by 0 you can't turn to 0. So we just want to put y is equal to 10. Now you'll end up with 0, comma 10.
Mhm.
So let's just do a quick sketch of this. I don't need this fancy graph here. Just get rid of that. Right. So tell me something. Right, Sahara? The
Mhm.
x-intercept, should that be to the left of the graph or to the right of the graph?
The left.
Yeah, the left, because it's negative, right?
Mhm.
Just so that I don't confuse anybody, I'm going to use our actual graph. So I will show you all, so you all can see where I'm going to put the negative 10 over 9. You need to understand where I'm going to put that. All right, I'm just going to read this. So Sahara, negative 10 over 9. And we know that's like approximately negative 1.111.
Yes.
Okay, so question. Where am I going to put that negative 1.1? Am I going to put it before negative 1 or a little after?
Mm, um, a little after.
Right, because what's if we're talking about numbers, right? Figure about negative for now. What would be bigger, 1.1 or 1?
1.1. Actually, 1. 1.
No, 1.1 would be bigger.
Okay.
Would you rather have 1.1k or 1k?
1.1.
Yeah, would you rather have $1.1 million or 1 million?
1.1.
Exactly. Point one is more than one, right? So if you notice on the negative number line, the values are the absolute value is increasing from right to left. See that? Right to left. So you'll put the negative 1.1 a little after the negative one. So like right here. Understand?
Mm-hmm.
You're sure you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And the 0, comma 10, this they don't have enough space here. Um oof. It's a bit awkward. I'll fix that. Give me a second. This new GoodNotes update so bad. For serious. I hate it. I hate it. I really do hate it, you know. I really, really tired. I sound like Ian Allen there. I really tired. I really, really going through it. Okay. Um, okay, so this will be 0. I just do a quick thing here. This will be 0. I don't think that will be enough space. 1, 2, 3. No, to go wing it. Right. All right, so Sahara, long story short, you see that 0, 10, you'd put
Yes.
at the 10 mark, on the y-axis, right here. So this would be 0, 10, and this would be, remind me, what's this point?
1.11.
Right? And just to be precise, we'll use the fraction notation. You'll say negative 10 over 9, 0. Right, and then from here, just connect it. Were you all able to get this graph correct? Let me know, guys.
Yes, sir.
Say no more. Say no more.
So you could check my attempt for the second question. I sent it to you.
Let's see. Okay, so Ria, just by looking at it off the bat, I like what you do, you know. I like what you do. I see you put any form y is equal to mx plus c first.
Yeah.
I like that. I like what you're thinking there. Right? For the x-intercept, yeah, we know y is 0, right? Right, that'll be a half. Yeah, that's correct.
No mistakes. Wow.
Nah, no mistakes.
I
One
have
thing
leveled up. I've
just
upgraded.
you really have, right? So you see, maths, it is possible to become good at maths, right? You can't tell me it's not impossible. It's definitely possible, right? With practice, it's possible. And one thing though, just put the label for the equation on the line. So you could put either y is equal to minus 4x plus 2, or you could put 2y is equal to minus 8x plus 4. Either one is fine, right?
Okay. At the top of the graph.
Yeah, anywhere, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Sienna, you there?
Yes, sir.
Sienna, excellent job as well. You knocked it out of the park as well. You got it correct. Right? Great job.
Thank you, sir.
Perseus, let me see what you do. So Perseus, you do y, what I do. I picked any form y is equal to mx plus c. Right? You said 0 is equal to minus 4x plus 2. You move that across. Bam, bam. Okay, x is equal to 0. Okay, good job, Perseus. Perseus, good job. I rate your answer. Nice.
Thank you, sir. I thought just wiping off my mom glasses to see if it will work.
Wiping off the I don't know if the Perseus, you see tell them things like that. I don't know if they believe you. Like you wipe your glasses and suddenly you get the question correct. You know?
So it's not I had to tell her to just I went downstairs just now to tell her that my eyes start to get trouble, right? And she told me to use her glasses.
What? See, using your mom glasses right now?
Yes, actually I just cleaning it out. I now started cleaning it out. I didn't wait yet.
Really, G right here and here. Oh, all right. right? All right. All right. So let us do the second question. So Sahara, you want to help me with the second question? Sahara, don't go quiet on me now. You was getting it. You could do it, man. Don't go quiet now. Come on, Sahara. Confidence. You there?
Yes.
Every time you do answer, ma, you, I just feel like your name coming to life. Because I feel like you're leaving, ma. You're being dry like the Sahara Desert.
Oh God, sir.
Yeah, sorry, I'm sorry. All right.
You know how much people is tell me that?
Say that again.
You know how much people is tell me that?
Uh, if only your last name was Desert, eh? Hey,
Hmm.
that'd be too funny. That'd be too funny. All right. So Sahara, we're gonna work this question together, and everything you do, Sahara, it must make sense. If it's not making sense, don't continue. Right? What is the first thing you want to do?
Figure out what if you're doing the y-axis or the x-axis.
What you wanna do first?
The y-axis.
Okay. So the y-intercept, you mean?
Is it? Yeah.
And at the y-intercept, what do we know?
That x is equal to 0.
Right. You know why?
Yes, because on the y-axis you're going up and down. On the x-axis you're going left to right, and you're going left to right 0 times on the
Good.
y-axis.
Sahara is a scholar. No, ah, boy. Big up you. Fully mathematical. My past students used to say that. Yeah, this
Oh Lord.
fully. Like how people, like how like Trinidad music, and it'll be like, was he phrase? But they come up with fully mathematical. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Sahara, if we know x is equal to 0, what's the next move to make?
They say 2y equals 8 negative 8 open bracket 0 plus 4.
Okay, what next?
2y is equal to 4.
All right, we want to find for 2y or 1y.
1y.
So what would I have to do on both sides?
Divide by 2.
Mm-hmm. If I divide by 2, what's gonna happen?
Get x, y is equal to 1.
That makes sense. What you just said, did it make sense? Yeah, you gotta make sure you see it making sense, you know. You gotta make sure what
Yes,
you're
because
saying. So you're
you
saying
want to
the 4 is
find
1. You said
what?
you said 4 over 2 is 1.
Oh, 2, sorry. Oh my God.
Yeah. Again, everything you say how to make sense, you know what I mean? That makes sense. If you said 4 over 2 is 1, then it would have take 1, 2 to make 4, but that don't make sense because 2 is not equal to 4. You need two twos to make 4, right? Yeah. All right. So what would the y-intercept be then?
0, come back to
All right. And the x-intercept. What we know about the x-intercept?
that y is equal to 0.
Right. Y is equal to 0. Are we gonna do that information?
Um, wherever you see y, put 0.
So 2 by 0, and that'll be equal to minus 8x plus 4. What's 2 by 0?
0.
Right. That'll be equal to minus 8x plus 4. All right. What's the next step?
And you carry over the 0 to the right side, and the next line will be negative 8x plus 4 equals 0.
Well, that's not a proper way to say it, eh? Sahara, what we actually doing? Like, okay, do you understand why we are allowed to do that?
Yes, so it could be in the correct form of a statement.
And that's not exactly what I'm going for. Let me show you something, right? If I said that 7 was equal to 1 plus 6, and both of us could agree that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, if I were to switch the order and I write 1 plus 6 is equal to 7, does that still make sense?
Yes.
If I say A is equal to B, right? And then I
Mhm.
switch the order, and it's still equal.
Yep.
Yeah, so you could switch the order. You could switch the left hand side with the right hand side. It wouldn't affect anything. So yeah, you end up with minus 8x plus 4 is equal to 0. What do you want to do next?
Carry over the 4 to the right,
And to do that, I
and
would,
get minus.
right, you get minus 4. Nice. What next?
Divide everything by 8 minus 8.
Okay, okay. Pop off, Sahara. Clock it, clock it. What you're going to say positive 8. I thought you was going to say positive 8, but no, you correct yourself. You say negative 8. Nice.
Yes.
Right.
And
So,
x is equal to a half, positive a half.
okay, I see you. I'm making the mistakes with them signs. Nice. All right. So where's your point then?
Positive a half, comma 0.
Okay, do we have enough information to do a sketch of the graph now?
Yes.
Yeah, we do. So Sahara, after today, will you be forgetting that at the y-intercept x is 0 and at the x-intercept x is 0?
Never.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay, good, good. Miss Ria Ramdeen. Ria Ramdeen. Remember?
So,
All right, after today, will you be messing up the gradient formula?
so it's, wait a minute. Let's see if I can tell it without a mistake. M equals to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1.
Yay! Guys,
Oh,
Olha, unmute
I
and be
deserve
like,
a round of applause
yay!
for that. I'm so sorry.
Olha, being real. We gotta celebrate this W. We gotta celebrate this W. Guys, clap, clap, clap. Come on.
I deserve a round of applause. Me and Sahara worked so hard today.
Yes, that was
Yes.
saying, like, you see how everybody is only Sienna that clapping for you. Serena, Perseus,
I
Mira,
see in Perseus, no, I see in Perseus, and she not clapping
them.
fast.
You
And
this, you see this? All you had to celebrate your colleague wins, you know? You can't be jealous or envious. You had to be like, yay, if them could do it, I could do it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did so.
Oh, sorry, I'm sorry. My mind was far just now.
All you had to, okay, good, good. That
sorry, you did great. I'm proud.
Me too.
is one
So
of the,
what?
I know you're not much related, but that's one of the most important things you'll learn in life. If your friend win or like they accomplish something, right? You can't be jealous of them because the best you could do is look at what they did and use it as a reference and be like, if they did it, I could do it. Envy will get you nowhere. Something like that. All right. Just try to be the best version of yourself and just use other people as inspiration. But celebrate other people wins and you will succeed.
Life advice with Sue.
Yeah, since a motivational speaker there.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know. Motivational vibes. Motivational vibes. All right. So 0, 2. That's gonna go on the y-axis. 0, 2 gonna be over here. 0, 2 right here. 0, 2. And a half, 0. Who to call for this boy? Perseus. No, actually no. Perseus, I think you have this. You get it correct. Sahara. If I have a half, 0, where would I go? A half,
A half
0.
in between the a half comma 0 in between the 1 and the 0.
Yeah. So over here.
Yeah. So you there? Yes,
Oh,
sir.
wait, then pay to correct yourself.
Oh wait, okay.
It's a half comma 0.
A half, a half.
Would it be on the y-axis or the x-axis?
The
Okay, a half comma 0.
okay, the x-axis.
Right, because I have an x value of 1 over 2.
Mm-hmm.
So
It
add
would be in between. Yeah.
right. I hope the other people in class, right? Like if all they like you see what was going on with Sahara. Sahara, I don't like that, Sahara, I just bites.
No.
Actually, I do.
No.
I just real bite my sister. Like I just real trouble my sister. I just real bite. Right? But like I wouldn't bite all obviously, right? I'm sure if all has siblings or just real harass them. Anybody has siblings here?
Yes, sir, but we stopped biting a while ago. I don't know. You didn't catch the memo?
No, I didn't get you memo. I had to annoy my sister. That's my job. I feel like it's like a big brother thing, yes. I will as real harass my sister. I will annoy my sister. If I don't do that, then I feel like part of my day, I'm missing part of my day now. It's like a routine. I need to annoy my sister. Yeah.
Your poor sister.
No, my sister love me. She love me. Um, sometimes she's swapping on my bottles and things, but I mean, it's part of it. All right. So, now that we have the graph drawn, we could put on the equation, and that'll be 2y is equal to minus 8x plus 4. Yeah, but like, I don't bite. I was just joking, I don't bite, right? So if all they're confused about something when you're unsure, please don't be like Sahara and stay quiet. Sahara, I'll be looking at you under further detail going forward. Because
Yes.
after this, I feel like if I tell you if I tell you 1 is equal to 3, maybe you might accept that and you might go forward without wondering why I say that. First to begin with, do you think 1 is equal to 3?
No, sir, it's
No,
equal to 1. 1 is 1.
Okay, good. So you see how you question that, and you know why 1 is not equal to 3? Question everything else. Right? So
Okay, sir.
going forward, if you have any doubts, just unmute and tell me. Don't stay quiet. I don't like that. Don't stay quiet. Please.
Yes, sir.
All right, and we have more questions here for you all to try. Right? That will be for homework. These two will be for homework. Before I go, right, I just want to introduce a little inequalities because that's what we're really supposed to do. We're really supposed to do linear programming. Right? That's the main thing we're supposed to do today. And that's dealing with inequalities. First to begin with, do you all know what an inequality is? Sahara, you know what's an inequality?
No, sir.
Now, okay, what about the rest of you guys? All you know is an inequality?
Something that's not equal.
Yeah, something not equal. So, Sienna, let me show you something, right? And I want you to actually understand the concept here. So, Sienna, if I say 1 is equal to 1, or like, let me just say, I say 2 is equal to 1 plus 1, you will say that these are equations, correct?
Yeah.
And there's only
Yes.
one answer, right? Like 1 could only be equal to 1. 2 could only be equal to 2. You understand what I'm saying, right? You only have one solution.
Yeah.
Okay. Sahara, and you understand 1 could only be equal to 1, can't be equal to anything else, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. I hope everybody on the same page. Well, an inequality actually has a range of solutions. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. What if I said that x could be actually I'm gonna use letters. I'm gonna start off all with numbers. if I said if I said 5 is less than 3, does that make sense? Yeah or no? Does that satisfy the condition there? Sahara, you tell me, Sahara, you think 5 is less than 3?
Yeah. Actually, no, oh my God, no.
You see what I'm saying? Sahara, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Remember I tell you 1 is equal to 3, and you say, no, I would never make a mistake like that. I'll never do that. But then go, hey, be careful, right? So it's 5 less than 3. Thomas Sahara, it's 5 less than 3.
No.
No, this is wrong. It's 5 more than 3?
Yes.
Okay. So this would be an example of a correct statement. What if I were to say, could I also say 5 is more than 2? Could I also say that?
Yeah.
Could I also say 5 is more than 1?
Yes.
Notice there's multiple answers, right? 5 would be more than anything less than 5.
Mm-hmm.
Let me show this. Let me start to introduce numbers into this thing now. Let me show this something, right? Sahara, suppose we had an equation. Let me just say we had x plus 5 is equal to 8. How would I solve that?
You minus 5 from 8.
Right, you
You get
minus 5 on
answer
both sides, and you get x is equal to what?
3.
3, right? And 3 could be the only answer there.
Yes.
Yeah, because, Sahara, watch this. When you're solving an equation, you're trying to find the value of x that would satisfy the equation. So, take for instance, sorry, if I replace x with 3, what's 3 plus 5?
8.
Right. Does it satisfy the equation?
Yes.
Yeah, because 8 is equal to 8. Will any other value for x work in this equation?
No.
Let me ask the rest of you guys. Sienna, would any other value for x work?
No.
No, it wouldn't work, right? Wouldn't work. So equations have one solution. Let's, however, change this to inequality and let's see what's going to happen. So what if I said x plus 5 is more than 8? So Sienna, if I said x plus 5 is more than 8, do you think there'd be one solution for x or a bunch of solutions for x?
A bunch?
A bunch, right? If I want to make the left-hand side more than the right-hand side, give my example. Give my answer. Or what I need to add to 5 to make it more than 8?
9.
Yeah, well, 9 plus 5 is 14. 14 is more than 8. Somebody else give my answer. So Sienna, you said that x equals to 9 as an answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the answer. Sahara, give me another answer.
12.
If you say x is equal to 12, where's 12 plus 5?
16.
No, not 16.
No.
17, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is 17 more than 8?
Yep.
Would it satisfy the
Yes, sir.
inequality then?
Yeah.
Okay. Sahara, go even smaller now. Go even smaller. What is the smallest value of x that I could put here that would satisfy the inequality?
4.
4? Yes. So in other words, x for me to get a correct value for x has to be more than what value? If you said the smallest value is 4, x has to be more than what?
4.
No. 4 works.
So what?
I said 4 works. So you can't say more
Oh.
than 4 because 4 is part of the solution.
So it can't be anything less than 4.
Exactly. Where's another way to, okay. I'm trying to nudge you in the right direction. So you're telling me it had to be at least 4, right? What
Mm-hmm.
number is before 4?
3.
3. So x has to be more than
3.
right. Sahara, I realized that even numbers like 3.1 would work, right? Where's 3.1 plus 5?
8.1.
Is 8.1 more than 8?
Yep.
Yeah. So, Sahara, this is our solution. X would have to, any value for x that's more than 3 would satisfy that inequality. You understand that?
Yes.
So you could say 4 is our answer, you could say 5 is our answer, 6, 7, 8, all the way to positive infinity. That would work. So do you understand the difference between an equation and an inequality?
Yes, sir.
Right. So Ria, do you understand the difference between an equation and an inequality?
Yes.
So Ria, an equation has how much answers? Like a linear equation. This is a linear equation. A linear equation has how much answers?
2.
2? No. It's a linear equation. 1. 3 is the only
1.
3 is the only answer that will give me 8. Watch. 3 plus 5 is 8. 3 plus 5 is 8. That's the only answer there. Right, Ria?
Okay.
It's all confused. Watch. If we want to get 8, right, and we add in 5, and you would have to add 5 to 3 to get 8.
Yeah.
Okay. If you add any other number to 5, will you get 8?
No.
No, so the only answer is
3.
yeah, the only answer is 3. There's no other answer. One answer. For equation, there's typically one answer. But for the inequality, right, Ria, if I want to make the left-hand side more than the right-hand side, is there one solution or are there multiple solutions for that?
Multiple.
Other than 9 and 12, give me another answer for x.
5.
5. Where's 5 plus 5?
10.
Is 10 more than 8?
Yeah.
Yeah. So for an equation, there's typically one solution, but for inequality, there's an infinite amount of solutions. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So, Ria, what is the smallest value of x that would satisfy this inequality?
The smallest value. Well, it have to be more than 8.
Yeah. So what could I add to 5 to give me a number just slightly more than 8?
4.
4, right? 4 could work, right? But nth 3.1 could also work. If I add 3.1 to 5, what am I going to get?
8.1.
Yeah. Is 8.1 more than 8?
Yeah.
Yeah. So our answer is actually everything more than 3. Once x is more than 3, it will satisfy the inequality. And you realize this could be any number, right? Once it's more than 3.
Yeah.
So you understand, Aria, inequality has like an infinite amount of solutions.
Yep.
Okay, great. And how would you work an inequality question? Well, Ria, it's the exact same as a regular equation. So for the most part. So Ria, if you had to solve this, right? By the way, and we already agreed that the answer had to be x is more than 3.
Yeah.
And we figured this out via common sense, right? We didn't use no fancy maths and thing, right?
No.
No. Let's do the fancy maths now. If I wanted to solve for this, how would I solve for x?
Oh.
A way to forget about that inequality sign and look at it as if it was an equal sign. Don't let that don't
We
let
move the 5. Move the 5 across.
right?
X equals to
No, it's an inequality. So instead of
6.
writing equal,
Yeah.
the x is more than, let's say 8
More
minus
than 8 minus 5.
right. So guys, for the most part, an inequality is very, very similar to an equation in the way you solve it. It's very similar, right? But an equation has one solution, a linear one, and inequalities have an infinite amount of solutions. So that was a little introduction into inequalities, right? These are the things you need to be acquainted with. By the way, Ria, what do you think about these drawings? You think these drawings are looking perfect? I don't have a hand, you know. You believe me?
No, I didn't. I didn't catch that.
Oh, I draw this by hand, you know. What do you think about these signs?
Oh yeah. Like how they look? If they look familiar.
No, like I draw this by hand. Would you believe me if I told you I draw it by hand? Like, and I didn't use any like tools. I just drew it.
Probably because you have a pretty good handwriting.
Well, no, I did. Maybe like on actual paper, but actually, I think I could do it. You know, I think I could do it. Yeah, but no, I didn't. I I I, I use GoodNotes features to do that. Right. But these are the things you need to know. So the less than sign looks like that. The less than or equal sign looks like that. More than sign looks like that, and more than or equal to looks like that. Let me show you all a quick way to remember this thing. Sahara, when you think of less than, do you think of positive numbers or negative numbers? Less than.
Numbers.
What do you think of?
Negative numbers.
Me too. I think of negative numbers as well, right? Let me show you something. I might blow your mind here. And you know it's a number line?
Yes, sir.
So this will be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. So Sahara, let's just say we were looking at 1, right? If where would the values greater than 1 be located? Would it be located to the left or to the right?
To the right.
So wouldn't I point in this direction? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is where I'll blow your mind, right? Watch this, right? Doesn't this sign look familiar?
Yeah.
What's that sign for? What was it?
Greater than.
Exactly. You see how we could figure these things out, right?
Yes.
It literally is the head for the arrow. That's all it is. That's what the inequality symbols are. It's just the head for the arrow, right? If you're positive, what's in? So sorry, if you want a value greater than the value you're looking at, that will be located to your right. So you're pointing in your right direction, right? So the arrowhead to the right. That's the symbol for more than. Ria, if I wanted numbers less than 1, what direction would I decide to look in?
Left.
Left, right? And Ria, watch this, right? If we take the arrowhead and forget about the terminal line, what do we get? What are looking like? What are those things looking like?
The more than and less than sign.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool, right? Like that's where it comes from. It comes from a number line. And well, I don't think I had to explain the equal to part because you're seeing it's just like a line in the bottom because we know what equal signs look like. So
So I just remember by like say you write the numbers, like say you write 5 and 8, the open part does always face the bigger number. That's how I remember it from school.
okay. Right? So yeah, these are the symbols you need to be acquainted with, right? These are the symbols you need to be acquainted with. So here what? In the next class, we are going to dive a bit further into inequalities, but these notes are up. You could go through these notes and acquaint yourself with the content. Persons that are not in school, you know who you are, right? You're going to write back this exam privately, or you shouldn't be wasting time. Or they should be going through these notes so that when I come in class, they should have ideas of what's going on. All right. Priscilla and Ria are looking at all right. All they had to like lock in. All right. All they had to go through all they had to go through the content before class to make sure like all they have ideas to what's going on. But yeah, that's essentially it for class. I am going to just send a screenshot of the homework one time. All right. Sahara, can I expect homework from you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I feel like you make some progress today. I would hate for you to lose that progress, right?
Yes.
Because that does happen, right? Students just make progress and then like they will stop practicing and all that progress could go down the drain. Don't do that.
Mhm.
If you're starting to make progress, keep the progress up. Right. So this is the homework. I want you all to sketch the lines of these graphs. So take a screenshot. Well, I said in these notes anyways, but somebody take a screenshot and put it in the chat for me. All right. I commented on it, right? Somebody take a screenshot and send it in the chat. Who to count on for this job, this sacred job? Sahara, I could count on you.
But I don't know how to take a screenshot on my laptop.
Shucks.
All right.
The Senate.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Sienna. So yeah, guys, that's it for the Form 4 class. All right. I'll look at this first now. Autobots rollouts. Yeah. On to the Form 5 people now.
Nice to thank you.
Not a problem. Sahara, thanks for engaging in class today. Right? It was good hearing the things you didn't know and wasn't so comfortable with, but now you're better because you come out of your comfort zone and you do things that was uncomfortable. So keep it up. Right? You have a good night.
Thank you. You too. Bye, everybody.
All right. Let's stop this recording.